What's up? It is me. It is I. I am the greatest there is, the greatest there was, the greatest there ever will be. I am greatness personified myself. Yes, yes, Stoney greatness. And I am here with the man of the hour. He is your king. He is my king. So, show some respect and bend the knee to the man that they come from all over the world to see. Because he is the king with the crown that hangs 2 inches from the ground. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I present to you King Kevyn.
Happy Mother's Day, ladies and gentlemen. If you assume the role of a mother figure, we would like to wish you a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful Sunday afternoon, early evening, and we are here to entertain you. We have some great conversations, some sentimental conversations, some thought provoking, and some scandalous tea. So, I would say grab a snack and come on back, but I don't want you to go nowhere. We're gonna jump right into this one.
Segue.
All right, guys, watch this real quick.
Honest. Did you hear about Wendy saying she won't be watching your new show? Yeah, I watched Wendy Williams, her live with Fat Joe. I absolutely did. And I and I did watch that I did hear Wendy say she will not watch me on the new show, and that's okay. I understand. I'm not mad at Wendy. It's she's going through a lot. I would say that everybody should be praying for Wendy right now. I'm very concerned. I'm really, truly concerned about her because I don't feel like there's anybody over there protecting her. And it's really hard when there's no protection around you and you just have people hanging on. So, yeah. But I'm not mad at Wendy because she won't watch my show. If you was worried about everybody that don't like you or not gonna watch you, you'd be I already got a broken shoe. I can't take on no more stress. So let's see what's going on, child.
So,
how about the cutaway? We coming at you with shit.
it wasn't exactly how I'd like it to be, but I was okay with that.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting. I say Wendy found a way to do something every weekend to make sure that she stays on the GreatMines Show. She just loves for us to talk about her on the show so much that she's doing things to stay in the news, or at least in our radar. So I'm about to put her on a band like she did the Kardashians.
I know, right?
Because she will not go away.
No, and let's. I'm be honest with you guys. I saw this coming a mile away. All of
Can
this.
I be honest?
All
not I said to Kevyn.
Really?
I did not see this coming because, as Sherry even thought, we were friends. I thought that Sherry was Wendy's girlfriend. Hell, Wendy picked Sherry to be one of the main hosts of her show while she was gone before it was canceled and she couldn't come back. And now she's mad, so that she's going to hate on Sherry Shepherd.
A tiger won't change. A tiger can't change the stripes. And Wendy is no chameleon. Let's be real, okay? She is who she is. She's going to be who she's going to be. I didn't expect her at all to go out gracefully. I did not expect her to do that, because that's just not in her character.
So to be honest,
I firmly believe that.
To be honest with you, I thought that when she kept having all these extra hosts on the show, that was her way to get out of it, like to step away and do it gracefully. When he's not doing too well, we're going to hold on to this last season. We're going to write it out for. We got these strong hosts or co-hosts that's coming in and they're killing it. And it's giving her a chance to figure out what's going on with her health, get her money situation together. But no, she wanted to talk about mothers.
Mm-hmm. She want to come back and talk about, I'm coming back to my show. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do my show. And honestly, I think that the show, for one thing, started like, I don't think that Wendy was really liking the show to begin with, because the show was very much watered down compared to what she's used to doing. She likes trafficking in the filth.
Maybe
She
in the
loves
first 5 seasons, maybe. But she's adapted. She's found a way to get around that because she still talks her trash.
Granted, but no, that she
still trolls people.
Yes, but
she trolls dead people.
But she wants to really, really be able to dig into it, and I think that she needed to transition away from daytime television, because I don't think daytime television is the format for the type of person that she wants to be.
I say this, Wendy, as much as you love us talking about you on the GreatMines Show,
mm-hmm.
you need to be paying attention to what we said the other week about getting your own little podcast.
Yeah.
I'll take out the word little. Get your own podcast. You have the clout. You have the name. People will listen. Change your subject matter and be great. Let Sherry step up and do what you can't do anymore. Let's just be real. The TV thing was a fluke for you. Am I being mean?
No.
I feel like the TV thing was a fluke. Like,
yeah, no.
I really feel like it was like, okay, we're going to take a chance to see where this is going to go.
It was a money grab. Let's be real. Like, she was hot at the time on radio, getting syndicated everywhere, and the next big thing, because at the end of the day, there's only but so high that you can go as far as radio money, and Wendy was out there commanding, was out there. Her show was up there with like Rush Limbaugh. You know what I mean? At the time, as far as popularity and syndication and stuff like that. And that is a person, and it sucks to say this because I'm a radio person, I have a radio background and everything, but it sucks to say this, but Rush Limbaugh, if you are in the category as far as doing numbers and everything else like that, like Rush Limbaugh, you are up there. Rush Limbaugh is on the radio Mount Rushmore. To be honest with you, it sucks to say that, but he is.
Consider this. Social media comes along, and people are getting their gossip from other outlets. Right. It's no longer just on the radio. And
TMZ has a market on it. TMZ is the go-to place for
gossip. It's not just TMZ. I remember going to Gossip, grapejuice.net, Love B Sky. There are so many different bloggers.
Which is still going strong, yeah.
Exactly. Who have, and then you got, after that, you have Dish Network or Dish Nation, and then you have all these other things where, Wendy, you did it, and not to hold you, but Charlamagne the Guy has basically taken over on the radio platform anyway.
Right. And he's not giving that up no time. He's not going to TV. He's watched you crash and burn on that.
It was time for her to pivot from radio to TV, and now it's time for her to pivot from TV to podcast. That's what the internet has already taken over. She has the fan base. She has the clout. She has the connections. That's one help her. Call up Norm, Wendy, and say, "Hey, Norm, I got this show I want to do," and do that. I think. And let Sherry be great, because one, we already know she's a great
Hope
TV
that Norm
host.
doesn't have anything working on the works from his side, because he might.
I would imagine, because watching the Wendy Williams show, he was one of the people that we fell in love with. On top of just looking at her, I constantly wanted to see him more than I saw her. So, yeah. So that's my advice for Miss Williams.
Don't pick a fight with Sherry Shepherd.
Please don't. She's so beloved. That's number one. She's so beloved. She worked hard to get where she is.
Yeah, it's not her fault. That when she came and did your show, your show was doing better numbers than when you were on it. It's not her fault. Okay. Thank her for that. You know,
Sherry played it nice in that video. She's like, you know what?
She played it.
She don't have the people behind her. Listen, everyone's not going to watch your stuff. Everyone's not going to support you. It's fine.
Sherry Shepherd went to the Obama school of riding on the high road. I tell you what, because she is riding on the Michelle Obama high road highway right there. That was just a great way to handle the situation, a respectful way to handle the situation compared to Wendy going on Fat Joe. And this is where all this is coming from, folks. She went on Fat Joe and it live feed or something, or had a live interview with Fat Joe, where she was being very nasty and shady to the whole, Sherry Shepherd show thing taking over for Wendy Williams.
So now I want to get you guys' opinion in the comments. Let us know, if you were Wendy, would you watch Sherry's show? And if you were Sherry, would you be upset by Wendy's statement about not watching the show? So I want to hear in the comments what you guys think. So leave a message, leave a comment below. And if we see your comment, we'll maybe post it up on the screen. Moving on from that, if you were on our Instagram live, you see that we were watching the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race, which it's already played. It's a couple of weeks ago, but we have to give our feedback because that's what we do.
Yes.
So, with that being said, the last time we were talking to you guys, we were talking about a historic snatch game. I mean, this was the most historic snatch game in the entire history of RuPaul's Drag Race, and not for the reasons you would think.
Historically terrible.
Historically terrible.
Historically. And it's crazy because all those queens are gonna be remembered for it.
That's the worst thing to be remembered for. The
like
queen that effed up snatch game.
Yes. And but it also said, and I don't want to really downplay the game because somebody did win. Somebody did win, and I don't want to make it seem like, try to diminish that win because they did make solid decisions and do things correctly. You know what I mean?
So it's like if you went to a football game and both teams suck, there's going to be a winner.
Yeah.
But both teams just happen to suck.
Yeah.
It was a horrible game.
Yeah.
So that's how, and again, Deja Sky is the one who won the snatch game. She deserved to win.
She did. She did Little John. Hey, that's a safe character to do in snatch game. It really is. When I first heard her say that she was going to do that, I was like, oh, that's a safe bet. You're probably going to coast by in the middle.
But
she ended up winning because everybody else burned.
And it's sad because I feel like had the other girls done better, she wouldn't have.
No, she would not have won because of the fact that Little John is such a safe character. Especially in the scheme of snatch game and where you are. As far as everything, like you got to take a risk. And yeah, I didn't think Lady Camden was terrible, but it wasn't that funny either.
I think that most of the girls had great ideas, but horrible executions.
Right.
It was the execution. A lot of them who are typically funny weren't even funny in that moment. So, yeah. And trust me, I understand because I am horrible when I have to be on the spot trying to be funny. It just don't work. So I get it. So because of that, RuPaul put all the girls except for Deja in the bottom. So the following episode, there was a
lip sync extravaganza.
That wasn't the word Lala Rapuza or some stuff. Anyway,
Lollapalooza lip sync extravaganza.
You're gonna stick to this extravaganza.
Lollapalooza
showcase.
Yeah,
and it was like tournament style drag lip syncing. And one by one, they all sang for the lip sync for their life. Until it came down to Jasmine Kennedy, and
Bosco. Believe it or not. Now, the first queen to win a lip sync in this, Lollapalooza, was Diabetti. And who did she beat?
Diabetical versus Jasmine Kennedy.
She beat Jasmine Kennedy right out of the gate.
Assassin.
The lip sync assassin of the season.
Well, not one of because George's and Jasmine have been like reigning at the bottom.
True.
That's horrible to say, but they've been reigning it's almost like they've been getting praised for doing the worst because they kept ending up in the bottom time and time again and was only saved because they are great at lip syncing.
Right.
So they're legitimately being celebrated for doing the worst. But Jasmine, knowing that she's a lip sync assassin, said, "Let me go against the girl that I know I don't like, and the girl I know I can beat at a lip sync." And she went for Diabetical.
But little did she know, right? Because the person who got to choose
the lip sync partner or opponent,
the opponent got to choose the song, that they were going to lip sync, and Diabetti chose a song, that takes some
R-E-S-P-C-T.
Yeah,
my notes were off, and I don't own the rights to that song, so it's okay that it was off.
Chose Respect, by Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin.
Not to be confused with Kirk Franklin's cousin. Anyway, or Kirk Franklin's son. I'm sorry. That's wait, we didn't get there yet. Hold on.
Back to
I
Drag
almost took
Race.
you.
Yeah, back to Drag Race. That's another episode, guys.
So I don't want to drag it out or drag it out. Look at me. Look at me dragging it out. Anyway, I don't want to drag this portion of the conversation out because we do want to get to the winner.
Yes.
But I do want to say how, even though I don't like Diabeti's character on the show, that lip sync that was set up to kill her knocked her up a notch because she lip synced over top of Jasmine Kennedy, which she herself was nervous to do.
Yes, it was respect. It was awesome. Like Diabetes did do a great job. She did the lip sync, and that's the thing. In that situation, Jasmine put on a show, but Diabetes performed a lip sync. Yes. And the object of the game is to perform lip sync. So Diabetes had to win that first one. So but fast forward and everything, it ended up being Bosco and Jasmine Kennedy in the bottom, and Jasmine actually went home. Right. Bosco sent her home, and Bosco should have sent her home.
Agreed.
As much as I love Jasmine Kennedy, she did not win that episode, and unfortunately, the way the cookie fell was that she had to go. And then and then that left us with a bunch of other people. We're going to fast forward
through. The next episode, it came down to, it was the Rusical.
Yeah.
Moulin Rouge. And let's just take it down to who was at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Before we reveal who the bottom was, RuPaul asked the queens, who do you think should go home?
Mm-hmm.
And one by one, with the exception of Bosco, they all said
Bosco.
And now Bosco's in her feelings, and then she ends up being the bottom two and having to lip sync for her life against Georges, right?
Against Georges, yes.
Who Georges came at her hard.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, and Georges, being a lip sync assassin that she is, Shantae just stayed.
Mm-hmm.
She won that lip sync.
Yep.
And then here's Bosco getting ready to go home. But wait, there's a twist. All season long, they all had these like candy bars, and when they opened it up, whoever had the golden bar, the drag gods found it in their favor to save that person.
Mm-hmm.
And Bosco won it.
Yep.
Fast forward to the top 5.
Mm-hmm. Bosco is in the top 5. That saved her. And she was there for, another 2 weeks, and that made it to the top 5. Bosco in the top 5. You had Angeria Paris Von Michaels in the top 5. Okay. You have Diabetes, the villain of the season, in the top 5. You also have Lady Camden. All right.
I love this man, y'all. Who's in the top 5? And then you have
Willow Pill. Willow Pill
in the top 5.
Yeah.
Now, when the season started, we didn't even imagine that there would be a top 5. But did you imagine any of these 5 being in the top?
Yes. Yes, I could see that. I could see that. I could see 4 of them, honestly. And I'll be real, Diabetes came on strong. Diabetes really turned it on, especially after that first elimination. She really, really decided to really attack. I did not see her in the top 10, of the season, to be honest with you.
No, she was always safe when there's other girls who were just like kicking ass left and right.
Right. And so for her to make it to the finals was, a little bit bittersweet, because I could see Angeria being in there.
Yeah.
I could see Willow Pill being in there. I could see Bosco being in there, even after the rough, week and a half that Bosco had or something like that.
But Bosco started killing everything after that too.
Exactly. I could see who was it? Lady Camden, of course.
You basically
Lady
said
Camden, yes, I could see all of them, but Diabetes, no.
So is there anyone that was eliminated that you thought would end up in the top?
I thought Jasmine Jasmine Kent. I keep saying Masters. It's not her.
No, it's not.
Not her. Don't bring her back no more.
Oh Jesus. But Jasmine Kennedy.
Yeah, I thought that she was going to be going a little bit further than what I expected. And of course, everybody thought Cornbread was going to be going to be in the top. Was going to.
I
be
was one of
at
those
the
people.
Back end of this.
I really was one of those people who believed that she would be.
But
All right.
Speaking of Cornbread
won Miss Congeniality.
Yes.
You couldn't see that coming.
No,
I could, but I could also see. The thing that screwed one person over is because she was in the top. Because I could also see Angeria as Miss Congeniality.
Yeah, no, I honestly thought that Angie was gonna be.
I think had she not been in the top, she would have won that. Yeah. I think it was just a technicality. You can't be the top and then get that, or I haven't seen it happen. So
yeah, true. I haven't seen anybody in the top, in the top 3 or 4 of the season win Miss Congeniality. Correct us if we're wrong in the comments, please.
So I want to know who you guys' top 3 would be. Now, we are going to tell you who the top winner is. After all of this is said and done, they do a random draw for who will be the top 2.
Well, no, it wasn't random. It was off of the feedback from the fans throughout the course of the time.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, because like at the end when they announced the top 5, they had the whole, team, are you team Angeria? Are you team Lady Camden? Are you team Willow Pill? And then
for the record, her name is Willow Pill.
Willow Pill, but we like to say
Willow because Willow Pills are so small.
Willow Pill. Your Willow Pill. It's not a big pill, but a Willow Pill.
So it boils down to Lady Camden and Willow Pill.
Yes, Lady Camden and Willow Pill were the last 2 standing, and
they were in my top 3.
Yeah, yes, they were.
They were in my top 3. So I was happy to see that the 2 of them made it to the top 2, but there could only be one winner. When it was all said and done, congratulations is in order to Willow Pill.
Willow Pill, you are taking the crown.
So let me just say,
now you got a tough act to follow because Simone.
I don't think so, and I'm not taking nothing from Simone. I just think that Willow is such an amazing performer, and this is exactly what I was about to say. When Willow introduced herself to America or to the world, she came in with some beach flip-flops that you find on a boardwalk, angel shirt that said "Angle," and glasses that kept falling off her head because whatever. And she did that so intentionally to throw everybody off her track. And week after week after week, she proved that she was so strategic and so talented. It was a clear win in her head, and she pulled it home. She pulled it off.
She did do well the whole season. I mean, I can't take nothing away from Willow Pill. Like, she was one of my favorites coming through the door. She just struck you as very genuine. Yep. And that's the thing. I think that counts very, very much, especially for me. I love people being themselves and being real.
That's the next thing. She didn't compromise herself either. She was definitely her. She didn't tear nobody down. She was very communal.
Yes.
She was very strategic. Again, she was, when I say talent, like up the kazoo. This girl had talent. So she deserved it.
Yes. Congratulations, Willow Pill. Lady Camden, one of the greatest runs of Drag Race history, in my opinion. One of the strongest runs in Drag Race history. She's up there right along with Raven, Jujubee, Shangela, Vanjie, people who had great
I don't know.
runs.
I think you giving her too much.
No, Lady Camden's run this season
was
good.
But no.
Was good. It was good. And I think that, honestly,
I really like Lady Camden, but you giving her a lot.
No, I think that she could win. She could possibly have been a legitimate winner. Just like when you look at Raven,
and I agree that she should have been there,
right?
But I don't know that she's in.
But if you look at Raven and Jujubee on that season with Tyra Sanchez, right? They were legitimate contenders to win that show during that season. They were legitimate contenders. Yeah. You know what I mean? Tyra did great, but she didn't totally run away with it. It wasn't like Bianca Del Rio's season where Bianca just straight up dominated everybody. There was no stopping Bianca Del Rio on her season.
No, there wasn't.
So that's what I'm saying. Like she's a viable winner. Like, you would not have been mad had RuPaul chose, Raven. We would not have been. No one would have been. No one would have been mad had RuPaul chose Jujubee, that season. No one would have been mad, So I genuinely think no one would have been mad if Lady Camden won.
No, I don't think I would be. I think she deserved the spot. I don't know. When you said that, I was just thinking like there's a certain list of Hall of
Rose.
Famers. So you know how on Snatch Game you always see Raven and Jujubee.
Yeah.
There's certain queens that you keep bringing back because they just have that. And then there's some winners who they go on about their business and you never hear from them again. I feel like Lady Camden would be an amazing winner, but she's not that person that you bring back. But maybe once or twice. She's going to be an All-Stars a couple of seasons up, and that's it.
Oh, I think that Lady Camden, if Lady Camden comes back for All-Stars, everybody is, and this is the thing, everybody still loves Benda. You know what I mean? And everybody still holds Benda up as one of the uncrowned winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
Because of the fact that when she was on All Stars, she was knocking them down. Like, and just not set it up, Benda knock them down. I think that if Lady Camden comes back for an All Star season, that is the kind of run you're going to see. But she's not going to burn herself out. And she's just going to steamroll over everybody. Yeah. I just feel that in my bones that if Lady Camden gets an all-star run, she's going to steamroll over it is going to be one of the most dominant all-star performances that we will ever see. That's here, ambitious. Today, and now.
That is very ambitious considering you don't know who else will end up on that season.
I don't.
So he's putting his bid in now for an episode that may not happen, or a season that may not happen for another 2 or 3 years.
Right. But hey, Lady Camden, I have all the faith in you. If you know Lady Camden, share this to Lady Camden so that she knows that the GreatMines Show believes in her.
Yes, we believe in you. Anyway.
But she was the top two. She and her and Willow Pill were the top two.
Yes.
Willow Pill
takes the crown.
Went on to win the crown. So we now have a new reigning, defending, undisputed, drag race queen of the world here in America. Because there's now a bunch of different ones.
Queen of the world in America.
I think that's the official title. And it's now Willow Pill. So let's take a moment to tip our hats to the beautiful, the sultry chocolate goddess Simone that was did a wonderful job being drag superstar for the year here in America. She was awesome. She beat some great people too. Freaking
other people that you just don't think should have been in the lineup.
Huh?
I said, and then there were other people that you just don't think should have been in that lineup.
Oh yeah. But, definitely.
So speaking of lining up, on the 19th, we will start covering Legendary.
We are going to be your go-to place for everything that is Legendary.
We have our ballroom guru.
We do have our ballroom guru.
Whose brain we will be picking and getting a little information here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Some inside scoops because we be knowing people that be knowing people.
Yeah.
So
we're going to try and get that. We're going to try and be the official go-to place for all things Legendary.
It'd be really cool that you guys watch it with us. So you guys watch it. So when we do our reviews, you guys can be just as excited as we are.
Yes.
To see what's happening. There's going to be a lot of great guest judges. There's a brand new judge on the panel. There's things that even in the previews that we're seeing that I said, no, I'm not with that. We're not doing that. No, cancel. Next.
So if you guys want to do a watch party one night or the premiere, put it down in the comments.
Yes,
we will clear our schedule to be here with you guys watching Legendary together. I mean, we can't show it camera,
but we can watch here and have the experience and just our commentary. So that's the thing. So I mean, because we're going to watch it, you're going to watch it with us is the question.
Yeah. hear our
Also,
live reactions, and then
yeah,
you know you can come back to us
and we'll do our reviews
Sunday, yeah, and we'll do our reviews the next because it's on Sundays, right? Isn't it on Sundays?
I don't think it's on Sundays. I think
I
it's
don't
like
think it's on Sunday.
Thursdays. It's like on a Thursday.
It's on Thursday. Okay, that's even
yeah,
better.
Thursday is the 19th. So Thursday nights
Thursday
we'll
nights.
be watching.
Yes, we do watch party here Thursday nights, and then you know we'll see y'all on Sunday for the live react for the full review and recap.
So I didn't really intend on talking about this
Mhm.
much, but it is worth mentioning Bad Boys Club or Bad Boys LA.
Yes,
Because I mentioned it and you gave such a reaction.
Well, before we move on to Bad Boys LA, real fast. Season thoughts here. You know, one of the best seasons,
of
one of a middle of the road season
of what?
Drag Race.
That's difficult for me because I feel like the girls on this season were extremely talented. Like they all deserve to be on this season, all of them, except there were some who gave up on certain challenges, and that was disheartening. It didn't give a good competition, in my opinion. Most of the girls who gave up, they didn't make it to the top 5, clearly. I don't know if this is the best though.
I can say that this
definitely
season,
not the worst.
Yeah, no,
Far from the worst.
it's not the worst. It's by far the worst Snatch Game, but
Yes.
not the worst season.
I mean, if you want to judge the season off of Snatch Game, because that's the most iconic part of the show,
yeah, then this is the worst season for you.
Yeah, then this would be the worst season. Yes,
but looking at it as a whole and comparing it to other seasons, I would say that this is a very much middle of the pack season. The quality, overall, at the end, I would say that at the beginning, the first couple episodes, it was a lot of strong looks. Like I can honestly say that these girls came through the gate.
Some of
with
these looks
strong looks.
Yeah, some of these looks were underwhelming to me. Georges, who was the lip sync assassin, I was never amazed by any of her looks. Nothing that she did ever made me say, "Oh my gosh, damn, she did that." Never, not once.
See, Gorgeous is a beauty. It's like it's the pretty aesthetic.
Yeah,
that you know is what you're gonna get with Georges, and I thought that she kept it pretty consistent throughout the season.
I saw Raja O'Hare and what she did with fashion, and which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Deja Scott to come on and be the seamstress of the bunch and create all these amazing outfits and does work for other people, and the things that she presented on a runway was like, it's okay, but it's not even the best that's up on the stage right now.
Very middle of the pack, like the season.
So it was like this was and there's always a runway challenge. So you had so many opportunities to really shine and do great stuff. And it was, again, middle of the pack all the time. It's like, are you playing safe on purpose, or is this the best that you got?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's the best, but this is all you're showing us.
Yeah, I would say that this is one of the safer seasons.
Yeah.
As far as overall in tone and everything. I'm not taking anything away from Willow Pill. I do think that the top 5 was one of the strongest final groups that we've had in a long time on Drag Race.
I'd agree.
You know, but last year, besides Rose and Simone, you know, Candy Muse did not belong there. Got Mick deserved to be there. You know, I mean,
say what you want, but I was here.
Besides, but you know, you had a strong 3. You know, you had a strong 3 last year. You had a strong 3 the previous year before that. You know, yeah, and then every year before that, it was sort of like you might have had a good 3, but you definitely had a 2. You know, you definitely had the 2.
I don't know, because most times I feel like the top 3 most times belong there.
Mm-hmm.
Most seasons.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But yeah, so let's move on to this other thing.
All right, so Bad Boys.
Yes, Bad Boys LA.
Bad boy, get a bad boy.
Here's my concern. I have a couple of concerns. One, I do get it. It's reality TV, which means it's fake. So a lot of the dramas and situations, you can tell through watching this show that these are staged scenarios. one situation, they were in a studio creating that song, and the engineer, for whatever reason, just decides to get up and walk out.
But that was the end of his time.
But whose studio are we in?
Oh, they probably just rented that studio. That's probably somebody else's studio. That's not that guy's studio.
And then, why didn't Zeus pay for more time?
I don't think Zeus has it like that.
So my concern is, we understand that certain situations need to be staged, but it's hard for me personally to follow along with some of these plots because they don't make sense. They had this bowling party with all these celebrities, and it was scarcely populated. And the only celebrity that was there outside of the cast was the baby who got into a fight. That was the most drama we saw, realistic drama we saw on that episode. You've had two bad boys quit and leave the show because they did not want to do what they were hired to do, which, I mean, I would not take the job anyway. But because they didn't want to fight, they left the show. I can go on forever with this, so you please jump in.
Well, on the latest episode.
Wait, I don't think anybody over the age of 29 should be on that show. I believe that
there is people over the age of 29 on that
there's
show.
Plenty of people who are over the age of 29. Now, I get it. Look, I'm over the age of 29, and I'm still doing things to further my career in front of the camera. I get it. Get your bag. Work. Do what you got to do. But that particular platform is not for a seasoned, mature, established man. If you are in your 20s and you kill him like that, perfect. It's for you. I think it's a little, and I respect you guys. I need to watch my mouth. I need to really be careful how I say this. I just don't think it's the best representation of a person's brand after a certain age to behave in certain ways.
That was a very good
PC.
way to put that.
That was.
I could not have written that better myself. That was great. That was great for your whole, thing here. And you know me, I come in and just blow it all out.
I think like certain platforms work for certain people and certain platforms don't. And this just isn't that. There's a platform for like sex workers, and I think that some of those people would do great on that show, and I don't feel like it would hurt their brand whatsoever. But this particular platform is not appropriate for everybody.
Huh.
And it shows because you can put on an act, but for so long, but when your feet are really to the fire, we start to see who you really are.
Yeah, we do. Yes, and that's a very good segue into the whole recap of the latest episode, where we really see who some people are. Yes, thank you. That was great. That was great. I couldn't have written it better myself. You've learned it, folks. Learned it. So, so getting into this episode, it's like, okay, right now, the biggest major thing that happened, okay, is they went into the studio, they made up the little song for the theme song and everything that they're using for the theme song, which is catchy, it's cute, it gets you moving, you know what I mean?
It's their hits.
Curtis, it is not a world hit record, okay? I want you to just put a pin in that, okay? It's not. All right. So, calm down on that front. But they just made their song, all right? They were planning on, doing things and setting up a party and stuff like that and everything to, to publicize the song. And in the midst of all this, the producers decide to, since they lost two bad boys, that they could afford to add someone in who was originally added in, according to all the dirt sheets and everything else like that. He was originally on the cast, but pulled out due to other things, And then when the other spot opened, it was, let's reach out to this guy. His name is Jonathan. I don't know his last name.
Right.
Jonathan Wright. Okay.
That doesn't sound like somebody else.
Jonathan Wright. Okay. Are they related?
I doubt it.
It's
Well, I don't
funny
know.
if they are.
Let's watch and see. Maybe they are.
They might. But so Jonathan Wright, who is a big time, hairstylist to the
Celebrity
stars.
yes.
Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah, you know what I mean? He does all the bad bitches' hair. Okay.
So he comes in the house. He introduces himself to everybody, and he looks around for where he's going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's looking around, he's finding that most of the rooms are shared, or they're single beds,
or they're small.
Yeah. So he finds the master bedroom, which we already know that Milan got into a fight with Anthony over this room, if you want to call that a fight. But that was Milan basically saying, "Hey, this is mine. Nobody gonna take it from me." And here comes Jonathan. That ain't gonna work, Milan. But Stink, this is my room. No, but Stink.
Well, we sharing then, and I ain't sharing my room unless
we sleeping together.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not sleeping with you, but we're gonna share this room. Or either we're gonna share it or it's gonna be mine. So we're gonna see how this one turns out, because this was the drama that led to the ending of the show, and then they give you a preview of the next episode, which it shows that someone is making calls because they feel threatened.
Oh yes. No, that was at the end of this last episode. Yeah, the end. It basically ends with, so the last scene of the episode, this last episode, is Milan goes out to, and Milan Christopher, for those of you guys that don't know, Milan goes out to the little terrace area and makes a phone call to one of his homies who lives out in LA where they're shooting the show. Now it starts off very innocent, like, "Oh, I'm calling check up on you, I got this party going on," and stuff like that. But then Milan does something that, and I don't mean to come at anyone's neck, all right, or make anyone feel some type of way, you know what I mean? And again, greatness speaks what greatness speaks, okay? And greatness speaking this, right? Greatness is talking now. So greatness says that it was a bitch move. All right, it's a bitch move. All right, let's be real. You are going to call your homie up, right? And then the words that you use, right, paint a picture that is not the case. All right. So you are colorfully lying, all right, to your homie. Yeah. All right. Because basically he calls his homie up, who he says is on some gangster stuff, you know what I mean, and is a real, real hood dude and stuff like that. And so basically his goon, for a lack of a better word, he calls up his goon homie, right? And basically paints a picture that Milan has been fighting everyone in this house since day one. And he's just been fighting and scrapping, and he doesn't feel safe. And he knows that everyone in the house hates him. So they're probably going to jump him at this party, So, would you think you could ride through, come through, look out for your homie and stuff like that? And it was like, "Oh, say no more. Say no more." That now I didn't use verbatim what he said.
Of course not.
But breaking it down to the bottom line,
that's the gist of it.
That's what he said.
That was the gist of it. Yeah.
That's what he did. He painted a picture to his homie that he was in hostile territory, which is not the case. You staying in the master bedroom of the house. You know what I mean?
That you bullied your way into.
Yes. How are you in hostile? And again, this is just, greatness going on a rant here. Please, Milan, please don't hold it against my client. All right. Okay. Don't hold that against them. We would love to work with you. Okay. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'm not giving too much either. We're not going to give them too much. But, I'm trying to stay neutral.
We do have replicas, all right, that we utilize, He has replicas that he utilizes. Okay, so we're fans of the products. So yeah, we want to work with you one day. But let's just be real. Right, you shouldn't have called your homie.
Let's just be human about the situation. So the problem I have is when Andrew left, everyone was like, "Oh, you being a B because you start all this trouble and then you run." Now, Milan, I won't say that you necessarily started all this trouble,
You
but
did.
I don't think that also don't think that his back is against the wall either.
No, it's not. Not the way that he painted it to his homie.
Yeah, I don't think his
You
back
know,
is
because
against the
now
wall.
his homie gonna come in already on a stack, ready to jack anybody's jaw.
Because a picture's
Who looks
been
at
drawn
Milan?
in
Yeah,
his head already. He already has the idea that, okay, I'm gonna have to go in there and mess some shit up because
exactly.
they
Because
messing with my homie
yeah,
now. And it's they, not just one person comes in that's intimidating him. No, it's this person, this person, this person.
yeah,
Even though Relly said, "Look, we fought and now we cool," and that's been the thing with everybody. Yeah, he fought with Moolah Mo,
mm-hmm.
but they cool. Only person that's not dropping it is Carry On. So who's jumping you? I just don't get it. We know Dylan's not.
Who's jumping?
Gut
All
is
right.
not.
Yeah, no. What it is that Jonathan, right, coming in the house with all this, clout, more clout than he does.
He's also a bigger guy. He's just bigger.
Well, yeah, body wise, he is bigger, and he has that football player's build. What I like to call it. Football. He has a football player's build. And it can be intimidating if people know how to have that type of presence that accompanies that.
So this is why I go back to what I said originally. This is why I don't believe that people over a certain age should do a show like this on this platform. It has its space. This show, this platform, it has its space for a specific audience. I just don't think that, again, certain people. Because I mean, now let me just call out some names just because. Jonathan, I don't think you should be on the show. And Milan, I don't think you should be on the show. Jonathan, you're established. You're making your money. We know who you are. They know who you are. You not being on the show is not going to hurt your pockets at all. Milan, you're the only one that's on the show that I could think of that's done this before multiple times. You know how this game goes. You have your own line out. You've done paper magazine. You have opportunities up the gazoo. You don't need this platform. I love Kelly Price, and I've always said that her appearance on R&B Divas put a little nasty taste in my mouth. I'd rather just be ignorant and not know this about you. I think that when you put yourself in a certain space, and everyone's human, we all have our bad sides. It's not for everybody to see. And now it's like, okay, when it's time to do business, do I have to worry about, like, if you don't agree with me or if I said something that either I know is a trigger or not, you gonna want to run off and hit me, or we're going to end up fighting because you can't hold your temper because of little petty things?
Or you gonna call somebody in because I'm bigger than you?
Right. It paints a picture. So I think it affects business a different way.
Yeah. And
that's me.
No, you are well within your lanes and everything with that. As I said, I feel as though that, like I said, was a very soft move to do, and then the previews show, oh bull, you know what I mean, in the same room with Jonathan, and Jonathan,
you don't live in the house.
Yeah. And Jonathan asking Milan about what's going on, and then old bull getting all like, and then him and Jonathan start with the fisticuffs, and that's how the preview ended. So, and then apparently the show ends after that. They stopped the show because of this fight.
Really?
No, I was saying, is that what you said?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is happened to be the preview to the next show.
Yeah.
So at the end of this one.
Yeah. So Milan's goon coming in to fight Jonathan, for Milan's right to hold on to the master bedroom, apparently.
Is this what our entertainment has come to?
Grudge matches for
a bedrooms. Because we about to make this money. We getting this bag. That's the goal of Bad Boys LA. Throwing parties, being bad boys, getting money, getting honeys, all that stuff. But no, we're too busy fighting because... Why are we fighting again?
I'll be real, Zeus. Y'all should turn this into a professional wrestling style.
It would be more entertaining.
Boy, I tell you what, with the reality stuff off the thing, and then having somebody, and then them doing wrestling.
But like, yeah, having them awesome. Wrestling so we can actually get a full match. Because they want to wrestle anyway.
Yes, for the full matches.
'Cause they're wrestling anyway. And then you got these big old bodyguards, security guys that's like stopping them from
coming
wrestling.
in like,
I mean, I vote for them to all put on white wife beaters and white tidy whities in the backyard, spray water all over them.
no, Moolah Moo is Moolah. See, I would call you Moolah Moo. You should just do that, guy, instead of Moolah Mo. But no, Moolah Mo and freaking Curtis, you know, gonna make it a point. Pussy over here. Every time.
Curtis, it's okay that you're straight. It's okay that you like to have sex with women.
But you making it a point like that.
Act like you're 19.
Yeah, you making it a point and you overemphasizing it all the time makes me wonder. Like, it does. Because it's like, why do you feel the need?
Maybe we should open the show with the Mother's Day stuff. Because
yeah, I know it's mostly over because we went on a bad boy tangent. But yes, we're gonna stick a pin in that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that next week as well.
Yeah,
because that was some stuff. Actually, a new episode comes on today.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have your official recap next week.
Do me a favor though, when you guys are watching, make sure you guys have like a cup of coffee or something because this is draining. Talking about that show,
it's entertaining to me. You know, I'm not a big fan of the women acting like this, but
you know,
I will watch.
You know, I don't like to see anybody acting like this on TV, but it's a little more entertaining with the women.
No,
it's me. It's like that season of Housewives of Atlanta when Peter was one of the housewives. You probably didn't watch it.
No,
he was a housewife short of getting a peach because he was involved in everybody business all the time. So I do want to take a moment and say Happy Mother's Day to my mother, who probably endured watching half the craziness we were just talking about. But Mom, you know I love you. Thank you so much for being Mom, being there for me, and I wish you nothing but the best rest of your Mother's Day. I know you went to church earlier, and I will call you again after the show.
Yes.
And you want to give your mommy a shout out?
Yes, happy Mother's Day to Mama Greatness out there. She is out there, you know, living her best life, along with all sister greatnesses out there, because all sister greatnesses have children, have little, you know.
Well, I have sisters, cousins,
of greatness
aunts
running around.
So I guess I should just be saying to every mother out there, as I started it with, but like, there was something specific you wanted to say, and we got like 8 minutes. Do you think we can do this in 8 minutes?
So, you know, just talking about basically, you know, foundations, because in honor of Mother's Day, you know, moms tend to be, you know, foundations for a lot of us in life, and just, you know, touching on the importance of foundation, but also the differences and how, you know, having the different foundations really isn't necessarily an indication of your success, because a lot of people, especially in today's climate, with, you know, and I'm just gonna be, you know, instead of always talking about today's climate, it's like, what do you mean? Okay, the folks on the right, okay, because I'm a center leftist, but the folks on the right, all right, Christian evangelicals and Republicans and stuff like that, all those folks, they like to make a big deal about having traditional homes, and especially with the whole Roe v. Wade possibly being turned over, it is very poignant to discuss foundations and stuff like that, because they're doing this in order to promote traditional homemaking. You know, we take away abortion because that way they won't have an avenue to avoid being, you know, traditional parents or anything else like that. And you don't necessarily need a traditional home or traditional foundation in order to be successful.
Right.
And so, you know, and in order to be a good person in life, which is all what moms pretty much want their kids to be, is just grow up to be good, healthy people.
I don't want to get into the Roe v. Wade situation because that's definitely a whole conversation.
Yeah.
But I will touch on your foundation doesn't necessarily mean your destination. You know, we all need a starting point somewhere, and our parents give us what they have to give us, And beyond that, it's our responsibility to grow and take accountability for our actions and the things that we want to accomplish in life. It's not your parents' job to do your schoolwork for you. It's not your parents' job to do your job for you when you're at work. It's your job. So it's your job to do the work to develop who you are. Excuse me. Instead of saying, oh, well, my life sucked because I had this type of upbringing. Well, hell, so did mine. You know, even people who have had two parent homes or who were affluent, who didn't have to worry about money, or who went to great schools, even they have things in their life that could easily steer them down the wrong path. And a lot of times do, honestly. So I think we should evolve past the point of holding our parents accountable for everything that's happened to us. I'm not saying that all parents are good, because there are a lot who aren't. And even in those situations, that's not an excuse to just be a horrible person. Oh, well, my past did this shit on me, so I'm gonna just shit on everybody. No, that's not an excuse. You know, you make the decision, you make the choice to be great. Greatness, for some of us, we grow into it. And sometimes you have to choose to be great. You know, you don't wake up every morning feeling like $1,000,000. By the time your foot hit the floor, you need to make a decision that today's going to be a great day, and I'm going to be the best version of myself in this moment. And I'm going to honor the fact that my parents gave birth to me. Some people got to stop there. I get it. Some of us can say, you know, my parents held my hand through college, and they didn't put me out right away. They allowed me to stack up my paper, or they supported me through school, or even now, if I needed to call my mom or my dad right now, I could. You know, life puts us all on different paths, but again, it's up to you to make the decision to be the best version of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's my empowerment moment for the day. I thank you guys so much for watching the GreatMines Show. We're excited to come here with our reviews every week. And next weekend, let's try to do more of these conversations. Like, so we're going to split the hour up.
Yeah, we're gonna do a better job.
Yeah,
we got carried away today.
Yeah, we're going to split the hour up so that way we can have some good conversations about just our thoughts on things. Right. And we'll still do our reviews because Wendy loved being on the GreatMines Show. And these other shows that we're doing reviews for.
Well, let's hope we're done with Wendy for at least a couple more weeks. God.
Good luck.
God, let's hope.
If you guys have not already, it would be a great idea for you guys to go over to my website, which is right at the bottom of the screen, where you guys can pick up a copy of the book, A Life of Lust: Memoirs of the Porn Star. It is my memoir talking about my life from church to porn to HIV advocacy, relationships, family, and more. I should start doing voiceover work because I'm like, that might be another path for me. Who knows?
I want to be a Price is Right girl.
You do such a great job. So go to the website right here. Oh, it's over here.
It's all about the little tap. Oh, it's all about the little tap.
Also, this Tuesday on the cocktail hour, I will have Dr. Carlton Thomas, aka the Butt Doctor, on the cocktail hour with me. I was out for a couple of weeks because I wasn't feeling well, but I am back. I have a whole bunch of great guests, people who were supposed to be.
It wasn't because he went and saw the Butt Doctor either.
And with that being said,
buy the book.
Oh, I'm not going to skip too far ahead because I definitely want to also talk about
the Butt Doctor recommends the book.
Yes, and Columbus Melanin Pride.
Yes,
we want to talk about these guys, Kingfinity, because they are awesome. They are putting together a great weekend in Columbus, Ohio, September 21st through the 25th.
Proud to be Proud to be partners with them.
Yes. And they're bringing out a bunch of my friends. We're going to be doing like a paint and sip. We're going to have like a Venom and Friends where we're going to socialize, have drinks, good music. I believe there's going the Naked Chef is going to be there, and there's going to be some massages involved and some of my really good co-stars or just friends are going to be on the ballot on the ticket, however you want to call it. It's the bill, on the bill,
yeah,
to help to entertain. So if you're not in Columbus, get there September 21st through the 22nd.
Yes, book your flights now.
Yes, I will start to post up their contact information, like the website, so that you can follow them on social media. You can get your passes and VIP entry stuff now. this is not something that you want to miss. We went last year, but this year is going to be so
much
more.
bigger.
So much
we
more.
we were just a small part of last year, and the good thing is that, you know, of course, whenever, you know, you have great minds involved, great things happen. And you know, great things happen. And so, you know, we were able to, you know, cultivate an even greater relationship with the folks that are running that show out there in Columbus, and they're letting us really you know, really, you know, be a part of this. And we want you guys to be a part of this because of the fact that it was so much fun. It's such a great, beautiful city out there in Columbus. And you know,
people were really nice.
Yeah, very welcoming community. And I know that, you know, you guys will have a great time. You guys are going to see some great things, getting some great things, and have a good time. You know, so come on out.
Definitely. So that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching the GreatMines Show. We'll be back next week.
Thank y'all for coming. God bless. Good night.